And
we are back.
Back in town in Stellenbosch. Guys, what's up? I hope you guys are well. Everyone is doing good.
Guess you're good?
I'm good. It's just cold. It's raining. You know, it's June. But still, you know, Stellenbosch is one of the coldest places that you can get.
Yep, sure it is.
Right.
Guys, we are back. We're gonna hit it off from the last episode 6, Money Discipline. This is gonna be part 2 of that. This is gonna be the budget part, and we're gonna close it out. This is gonna be an interactive kind of episode where Cass is trying to teach me how to do a budget, okay? But before we get into that, I need you guys and girls to please hit the like button on YouTube, hit the share button, share it with all your friends, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok. I don't know what you use these days. All the social media to your friends list, share it to them, as well as hit the subscribe button. How do you do it? If you have a computer, you take the Marzu. You use the Marzu. You take the Marzu and you click on the subscribe button. You use the finger, and you click on the subscribe button. We do that. Every next episode that we do will be coming up. This is gonna be a short one, okay? A short one, and straight after this, we're gonna do another one. That one is gonna be not so serious. That's gonna be a little bit tongue-in-cheek, a little bit fun, you know. That one's gonna be for the guys, but a little bit more for the girls, you know. Girls, you wanna be getting out your frying pans, the cutlery, you know, that stuff that you nick your man up with. Yeah. But this time you're gonna use it on somebody else, you know. But this is gonna be the serious one. Okay, we're gonna be on point. We're gonna get our heads in the game, and let's start. Cass.
What up, man? What up? Tell me something.
Cass, you know, I'm not an organized guy.
Alright.
I'm actually extremely very organized. That's my personality. Right? I got a little bit of OCD. I'm very much a perfectionist. Even when I was working in my professional work, I was extremely detailed, everything planned out to the last detail, everything prepared, everything ready, everything on point always, you know, like a military. I've always say if I run any operation where I used to work, I want everything to run like the military run it. Everything needs to be clean as a hospital. That's how I do it. But one point I struggle a little bit with is when it comes to me is the budget part, you know.
Right.
When I used to get little money when I was a student, I was budgeting very good. When I got to my career started off in working, I got a lot of money. I was not budgeting too good because I always had excess of money, a lot of money. All right, but now times are tough, and this is something I need to bring into. This is something I need to work on a bit more, and that is the budget part. Luckily, I married a very awesome, smart woman that she's very good with the budget part. If I get in a tight spot with finances, I would counsel her, and she always gives me good advice on what to do with money and what not to do, you know. And even if I want to do something, I will ask if I'm not sure.
Okay.
And if she say no, I think, okay, you know what you're talking about, not gonna do that. But Cass, for the average guy, how do I start a budget, my man?
Okay, so look, the starting of the budget is very actually easy. All right, it's points that you look at a goal first of all, what you want to achieve, and you also look at where do you see yourself basically in the next 10 years or 5 years from working.
So right? what you're telling me is a budget. What it sounds like, a budget is not something that I need to do just to get by.
No,
it is something that I need to do to get by and have something in the future to do something with.
Correct, because look, I think one thing that a lot of our guys, you know, our parents don't actually tell us is basically is look at look at pointers as they say. Look here, you need to after school go to university or tech or whatever, go work, buy a house, get married, all that kinds of stuff. But where it starts actually is as soon as you start working, there comes the discipline really in, where the parents actually teach you to actually invest some of your money or put your money into savings, right? Because that only makes it easier once you start working to actually budget, to invest. Yeah, instead of thinking the liquor store is the next best thing. This is the best investment that you can actually do from 20 to 40, 50, 60, 80. So just to get that part of understanding where we are and where you are. Budget for me is straightforward, simple. My thing when I started to work, I started to Kazel, was that I never looked at after probably 4 years or 5 years, I looked at actually putting money away. But obviously, most life balls and everything, it just throws you off. So
you're telling me that that time you didn't look at what's going to happen next year?
No, I didn't look at. I didn't look. I was young, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't look at. Okay, cool. In 5 years' time, if something should happen, where am I?
Oh, where you want to be in 5 years?
Where I want to be. It was basically, I'm still young, got the energy, I can use my money, I can, I can. If I worked on a Saturday, I knew, okay, cool. Some of the money I can put away for during the week to cover myself, and then some of the money I can basically blow. Mm-hmm. It was like going to Checkers, go buying a bottle, and we know we're gonna have a banger tonight. But in the end, what I would like, if I can go back in time, is basically just to start all over and do everything over. I think it's very important what they say, and this we only learn after a while. It's better to take 100% of your money and take 30% and put that money away. Retirement, investment, savings.
Mm-hmm. But you know, a lot of people are not in a position to put away 30%.
Look over just
a lot of people, the money is so tight, there's maybe just 5 or 10% left, and that is maybe, if you put like 15% of your monthly income into, or let's say 10% of your monthly income into entertainment, mm-hmm. right? And this is after paying everything and spending the money and all the other necessities. And necessity is your food, your food, paying a bond, paying a car, medical aid, if you got kids, the kids stuff, electricity, the rates, the water, all that kind of stuff. If you're driving a car, it will be fuel. If you're using public transportation, it will be that. So after you've paid all of that, you have maybe 15% left for entertainment. And entertainment can be maybe coming to the restaurant once a month, or going to the movies if that still exists. Other kind of maybe having a drive with friends or family, or those kinds of stuff. 15%. Then from that maybe 5 or 3% is left. Now, do I put that 5 or 3% away?
Look for me as a student, right? I didn't have any real issues because all I knew is I had to pay rent. I need to buy food. Before I get to other, I knew I had to pay. I need to pay for transport. I always kept the bracket open for other, for the unforeseen things that
so
need to happen.
So what you're telling me is
that was as a student. That's what
for a student. Right?
That's what I did now. That's what I did, right? As you notice, there was rent, there was food, there's other, there's transport, but there's nothing to do with savings, right? And I think that was my biggest problem. I didn't have savings at the time. So if I had to do...
And that savings, I'm looking at that word savings. That savings is actually a bad word.
No, I know it's a bad word, but just remember, I just want to put this out there. Savings is a bad word, right? But now,
because that savings should be actually it should be a calculated, risk-free investment. I would say,
no. If I had to do
something like that, whether it is putting money away,
no,
or investing in yourself to be something better.
Correct. So basically, that's another thing that I wanted to just bring forward. So it's supposed to be rent, food, transport, savings, and other. The reason for that is investing in myself. That's the savings. Because if you got, like for instance, if you got now 1,000 rand, right, and you want to put that money away in savings, it's too little to save that money. So what you do is, you don't go to the bank and put 1,000 rand into your bank account. Because remember, on that 1,000 rand, you're probably going to pay what? 1 rand on a 100 rand. And then basically for the first 100, you're going to pay like 10 rand, I think.
Yeah.
7 rand or 10 rand, I think.
Doesn't matter, but the fact of it is that they are taking.
And then every 100 after that, it's basically a rand or something. I'm not sure. So if I have 1,000 rand, so that's what I'm saying. I have 1,000 rand in my hand. I could put it in the bank, right? I'm sitting with probably say, okay, let's say for every 100 rand is a rand. I'm sitting with 990 rand left, right? If I want to take that money out,
they're going to deduct again.
So basically, I'm going to sit probably with say for instance, I have to pay another 10 rand just to get it out.
Okay.
So I'm sitting with a 980. What investments have I done?
Okay. Now, what my thought is, I just had a thought now.
Right.
Let's say you don't want to put that money away as savings in the bank.
Okay.
Okay. These are two things I'm thinking. Two things. Okay. Just quickly. One can be you put that money into, you go through an investment company. There's companies, there's one I know of. Okay?
All right.
I won't bring up the name now, but I think those people actually like it if I bring up their name. If anybody wants to know their name, they can hit me up. All the links and everything is in the YouTube, is in the Spotify details, email address, everything is there. I'm using an investment company. They are very good. I'm getting extremely good. And when I say extremely good, I mean extremely good returns from them. Okay, it's mostly are fixed investments. There's where you can put away money every month, quarterly, 6 months, or annually. And there's stuff you can put in once off, and then after a couple of years, you get a lot out of it. And it's not through a bank, and it's safe and secured, and they have a good reputation. So there's that avenue. Okay. Not going through the bank, because the bank is the worst place you can put money to.
Look,
from my experience.
For me is this investing in yourself. I mean,
but just quickly, the other number 2, invest in yourself. Now, guess what that is? I don't have a lot of money, all right, but maybe I can spend between 200 and 600 rand a month on a course.
Correct.
Right, maybe for a computer course or something, you get another skill.
Correct.
Or electronics, you're doing something now, it's not earning you a lot, but you do a short course that you can do quickly. You put your money into that, and that money will return to you when you have that skill qualified, and maybe you can go get a better job that pays more through that skill. And that I would say is investing in yourself.
You also know, the funny thing is while I was still studying, I still had to work part-time. So what I've noticed, there was a time in my life basically where I was working at a local restaurant, and then I went to go work at a hotel for probably a week, 2 weeks, right? And then when I got back at Spur again, working for Spur, I made more tips.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think the learning that I've learned by working at the hotel actually led me to basically not to so I didn't need money to invest in myself, knowing that I can get it for free. I'm basically getting paid to learn something more. So let me just get back to Buzzard, right? So that was I had a student, right? But now done studying, now you work permanent. You got like a 9-5 job.
So what you're saying, okay, you need to know what is your expenses that you must do every month.
Yeah.
Okay. You take your salary, whatever you are getting from whatever avenues, you get it together, and you say, okay, this is my expenses. This is what I have to cover.
Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna work it out, right? I'm gonna go a rough number. I'm gonna go 10,000 rand after deductions, right? That's what you have left, right? So plenty of time we make this mistake that we take 10,000 rand and we put it in our budget and we forget about the most important thing that deducts money every month is the bank. All right. I had a guy walk up to me and say, "Look, I got a new card, savings card, check card, and it cost me like 300 rand a month, and I can do this and that and that and that." And I told him, "Dude, you're still paying for the services, right?" So the best thing to do is when you start budgeting, right, and you're earning 10,000 rand, you need to cut, because you need to cut to save, right? All right. So basically, still, you're looking at now you're looking at, okay, what I have to pay first is rent, right?
If you are paying rent.
If you are paying rent.
But let's put
The guy that's starting in a workplace, I'm mainly focusing on him now. You know, he doesn't have any references that he worked before. He doesn't have any references that he can go to the bank and say, "Look here, this is the amount of money that I earn. I can buy a house and whatnot." Right? So I'm just thinking about. I'm just gonna put it out roughly there. So you're looking at rent. Obviously, you need transport. So obviously, you're gonna want to buy a car. All right. So when the car comes, petrol. All right. We'll know that. After that's food. I'm not gonna go for ounce, for Sheeny, Markhams, whatever, clothes accounts or whatever, right? Because in a budget you learn to do everything cash, then have accounts, all right? So you don't. So that's the guy that he just started, and the end of the month he's gonna earn 10 grand.
all right.
He doesn't know what to do yet,
Okay.
right? So it's rent, it's car, it's petrol, it's food, right? So I'm not gonna even put clothes in here right now. I'm just gonna on the main focus, and then that other bracket, everything can go in there: clothes, takeaways, booze, nice times, parties, all right? And then most important that I forgot now is basically if you start working for the first time, investments. So investment needs to be on top of rent, car, petrol, food. And that amount is supposed to be 10.
Okay.
Alright? So when for the first time when you start working, because remember now, if your background has the discipline, you can follow through with this. Right? So if you put 10,000 rand, if you put 30%, that's 1,000 rand that you put away. Right? So then you have 7,000 rand left. You young boy, you're like 20 years old, you can do that. Right?
Yeah.
You can do that. You can do that.
No real responsibility.
No responsibility, no whatsoever, nothing. So imagine from 20 up to 35, every month you put 3,000 rand away.
Yeah.
If you can do that, stay away from women, stay away from babies.
No, but that's where the discipline part comes in. You know, you have to get the discipline to follow that, right? And the investment is something that's going to pay out at the end.
It's going to pay out in the end. And I mean,
and this investment, it can be whatever it is that's going to pay you, what that's going to benefit you. It's going to make you more successful. It's going to put you in a higher position. That's going to, uplift your life, in the future, near or long-term future. So that's something that you're going to plan for. That's where that 30% is going to come in, and then you keep to that, and I would also say that that's for one person, you know. But
That's
for,
one person.
but for the folks listening, this can also be between two spouses, you know. And this can also be discussed in a family, if it's a whole family in the house where everybody is together. But then it becomes a group thing, and everybody has to put in their part and stick to it, or else it's not going to work.
You know what about a group thing, right? Because so basically we now discuss the single guys, the story, right? What about, like you said, the group thing? You're getting married now, right? The one thing that actually works is where two salaries comes together, but the one salary that's less than the other one, right? So if it's say for instance now we get married, right? Mine is 5,000. Yours is 10,000, right?
Yeah.
5,000 rand that I work for, right? After all my other deductions on that 5,000, right? 4,000 rand. That money gets put away. Alright? So we only live on that 10,000 rand that you got left. Right? So if we can start building a foundation and getting the discipline, everything right, we can survive on that 10,000 rand.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for
Right?
sure.
That for me works in your middle class. It works also for me not in your high value, you know, cars and marriages, but it's from your middle class down, that works. Alright?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it. That can be an image that I can get in my head. So I think you know we don't even have to crunch any big numbers. What I'm taking from this is that you gotta work out. You gotta sit down, whether it's you alone or sit down with whoever's with you, and you gotta work out. Okay, what is our expenses for the month? You put that down. You have what you get in. You have what's coming out. Now the ones that are going out, what can you cut? What can you reduce? You know, so you can save as much as you can. After you've done all those calculations, what you can reduce, what you can cut. Now you have some extra.
Alright.
And that extra you can put away as a saving, as an investment, as something that's going to benefit you, uplift your way, your how do you say it?
Your social.
No. You know, your state of life, basically, right?
You see,
where you are, right?
see-
Where you are now, you want to be better, right?
But you
So
see
it's
the-
going to uplift that.
But you see the problem that I'm facing is this, right? You don't want to. There's a graph, and you don't want to just go up. That's where you make the mistake. Then you're gonna come down, right? And on a graph, you want to go in a straight. You don't want bumps. You want to go up and down. You want to go straight, right? So that's why I said, if you can work your things out accordingly, and you guys can stick to one plan, and you guys can go straight on that line, one line, you can just go straight. Because you remember, what I've noticed is this, right? And we all do this. You work for a year, you get an increase. What do you want? New car, new pair of shoes, you know,
Yeah, but
fancy clothes.
that's where the discipline comes in.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's why you can budget, but if you don't have the discipline, it's not gonna work. Because budgeting can only work for 3 months, and you say, screw that. When a car break down, I have to fix that. You know.
Yeah.
Yes, I did put 3,000 rand away, but I'm in a tight corner now.
Yeah.
I need to go to the bank now just to get a credit card because I got a good score rating.
Okay. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
So-
the two goes together. The two goes together.
And that's why I'm saying, you know, even as a couple, you know, two people together, if you can the goals, set up your goals and say, look here, we want to be in a house.
And that's the thing, you know. The budget, you have the discipline. You bring in the budget. When you sit alone or you sit with whoever you are with, you have the goal. So the goal is going to be the motivation. The goal is going to be the star, the light to reach.
Right.
And the discipline and the budget is going to help you reach it. You know?
Okay, so yeah, but actually, he's gonna try to make you reach it. So that's why I'm just gonna put it out there that if you and your partner can sit down and ask, look here, we want to buy our own house, even though it's a small house, 2-bedroom apartment, even a bachelor pad, right? You're getting in the market at least, and it's so hard for us nowadays to get in the market. And it's so hard for us to get in the market. So, you need to look at what's more important and what's not important. So, draw your budget, sit down with your partner, say, look here, this is not important, that's not important. Alright? Agree. But just remember, a budget and marriage goes hand in hand. So if you can't sit...
Preach, brother, preach!
If you can't sit with your chick,
Your mamacita.
Your mamacita, without you guys, you haven't even bought a ring yet, right? And you say, look here, damn, woman, I'm serious about you. I want to marry you. I want to put a ring on that finger. But if you can't sit down and discuss a budget, if you get the excuse that, listen, we can do that tomorrow, because it's not the right time, not now, not this, so you're not going to be serious about anything.
Alright.
Right?
Alright, brother. I think that's a very powerful and good note to end this off and to close this topic off. We might get back to similar topics in the future, but I think this is a good way to close it off.
I think this is short, bro.
And
I think
everybody that listened, I hope you guys and girls caught something, you know, even if it's a small thing that can help you in the future.
Yeah. Look, guys, vice versa. You know, if you a girl and you can't sit down with your guy, you know, trying to explain.
Get out.
Here, we need to sit down. This is important. This is our life, right? And what we do from the get go, from the go, if it's not right, guys, what you're gonna get out of it in 20 years time, you guys know what you're gonna get. Nothing. Salts. And also you can take that further to your children. So yeah, I think we went.
Yeah, we went far enough. Let's end it off. So, Kes, yeah, I think I got what I hoped for. I would get. Very good, man. Very good. I hope everybody got something out of it from the serious topic. Catch us on the next episode. It's going to be a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more fun. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, share to everybody you know. Share, and especially share to the people in Clutersville. That's where we're hanging out. Bye-bye. Next time, from the guys of We
Not Smart. Out.